A pole beyond Herschel Thompson here on the front side, side by side. Here we go. DJ Barnes. Here comes Ryan in the 27 to the outside, 2 by 2 as they go into turns number 3 and 4. It's Rife and pulling just behind them. But your leader is a 27, Ryan. Takes him up high in turn number 2. Here comes Rife now to the low side into that third spot. Pulling, and then the 89 of Evans, the 4D of David Doles. But your race leader here on lap number 2, Ryan in the 27. So Ryan, DJ Barnes, Spencer Rife, Scott Pullen, Jonathan Evans, your top 5 here. 2 laps down. 15 lap A-Main event. But DJ Barnes fighting back on that low side out of turn number 4. DJ, now your race leader. It's a good battle between your top 2. They're still side by side here on lap number 3. So DJ gets a nose in here. Let's see if Jason now, let's see if he pulls down to the low side, stays up to the high side. Here comes Spencer Rife now. Spencer now, the 4D of David Doles goes around in turn number 4. Oh! And a 22, I believe, Dustin Dillon hits him nose on. Hard hit there out of turn 4, Dustin Dillon. And a freeze coming down on the track there, Dustin Dillon. As Doles got loose coming out of 4, no place to go for the 28 of Harper. Ryan Rife on the outside, Spencer Rife. Green flag, pedal down, here we go. So DJ leads him out of turn number 2. Watch for Ryan, though, in the 27. Ryan side by side again for this lead as they come down the front stretch. Good 2 by 2 side by side. Still DJ as your race leader. Turn number 2 now. Stifler, M87, and Cameron Kelly in the 30 car get together.
30K and the 87. 30K.
So Stifler in the 87 and Cameron Kelly the 30K. Looks like both cars, hopefully, will be able to continue there. Remain. Pure Stocks again as they come out of turn number 4. Green flag down, pedal, here we go. Pedal down, green flag in the air. Spencer goes to the high side, right behind DJ. Here comes Ryan, though, on the low side. Jason Ryan. Ryan now gets a nose in front. So Ryan there, we'll see on the official score. Still looks like DJ Barnes. Barnes and Ryan side by side for the lead. Back and forth they go. Still, as they come into turn number 4, now Ryan gets a nose up. Here comes Ryan as your new leader. On lap number 7 here at Central Missouri Speedway, Pure Stock feature event. Going back through the field, the 5 DJ. Again, DJ Barnes, Evans in the 89, Rife on the outside. Smokey Mertz there in the 39 as he gets in front of Rife. Then it's Scott Pullen in the 31, 19 and Richard McCauley, Bobby Russell the 38, Jared Evans in the 2, and Gail Harper in the 28. That's your top 10. Meanwhile, back to your leader, Jason Ryan. Here comes Evans now in the 89. He gets by DJ Barnes now. Gets that low side run out of turn number 3 and 4. So Evans up into that second spot. Here comes Mertz now in the 39. He gets right next to DJ. This will be 5 to go this time across. 5 to go, lap number 10 for Jason Ryan. So Jason Ryan. Two feature wins so far this year. Jason now with your lead on lap number 11. He's starting to pull away from the field. As Evans, now Smokey Mertz gets by DJ in the 5 car. Also the 7 then Rife. Again, he's your current points leader in that top 5. A little banging going on in 39. The DJ Barnes in the 7. But Ryan takes it down into 1 and 2 with just 3 laps remaining. Ryan looks strong here tonight. Once he got by Barnes, he went sailing. And right now with about a half a straightaway lead here on our first feature of the night with your pure stocks. Again, Ryan goes about halfway up on turn number 2. Evans, Mertz, here comes now the 7 of Reif, gets by DJ up into the 4th spot now. So white flag in the air for the 27 of Jason Ryan. Ryan with a comfortable lead now, just needs to bring it home. Evans still hanging on to second with a comfortable lead there, and then the 7 of Reif. But your winner coming out of turn number 4, Jason Ryan in the 27. It's Evans, Mertz, Reif, DJ Barnes, Scott Pullen, Bobby Russell in 7th, Rich McCauley 8th, Gail Harper the 28, Jared Evans, Sandy Tanner, Mallory Stifler, and Cody Johnson. That completes your race. Your feature tonight, 3-time winner, Jason Ryan. So Wren Farms, Christie's Tasty Queen, Chuck's Horsepower, JTS Racing, Terry Phillips Motorsports, up and out of the car. Your winner tonight, Jason Ryan. Jason, I tell you what, good battle out there tonight. You and DJ, those first few laps, side by side as you went around the track, DJ, and you were kind of swapping the lead there a little bit at the early part of that race. But once you got by him, it seems like you set sail and everything went well.
Yeah, DJ's fast. I love that little kid. He's a heck of a racer, got a lot of determination to be out here. He puts in a lot of hard work, and proud of him, and races clean. So I just got to thank Lowell, Marla, Christie's Tasty Queen, Chuck, my daughter Savannah, my wife Tricia. We've had a monkey on our back the last month and a half, 2 months. I've had this motor more out of it than I've been in and out of the car. So last week or 2 weeks ago, we could have roasted hot dogs on our headers, and so I pulled the motor out Sunday morning and got it all fixed, and she's running pretty good. I can't thank all the guys enough that put in so much time on this thing. Terry Phillips Motorsports. I mean, we're out here packing the track, and we blow a header gasket. I mean, that's just the way our luck's been. So we got that fixed, and I'm just glad to be here.
All right, congratulations on the win tonight, Jason Ryan. Side by side as they come into turns number 3 and 4. Always keep an eye out on Dylan Rafferty, of course, the 46 car. As they come out of turn 4, there we go. David Rafferty, Kinderconnect goes down to the low side in turn number 2. Good run into 3 and 4. David up on the high side, Dylan on the low side in the 46. Kinderconnect in the 1 car, but your leader is Kinderconnect, your race leader here on the early laps as they come down into 3 and 4 again. He's up on that, down on that low side. You'll see Dylan right behind him, and Dad David up onto the higher side of the track right now as we have problems in turns number 3 and 4. Problem with Tyler Farrell there in the 34. Earlier this evening, he had an issue as well. The 111 to Charlie Laser and the 3X of Mark Downey get together in turn number 3 and 4. As they come down in the 3 and 4, again, your Mod Light 20-lap feature event. Justin Kinderconnect brings them around. Here we go. Dylan now on the low side as Josh Guy in the 3XL pulls off, goes into the infield immediately. But is Kinderconnect. Dylan Rafferty. Here comes Danner, the 171. David up on that high side. Here comes Danner. Then it's Garrett Stoneham, the 47 of Ed Griggs, the 41. Oh, and they get together coming out of turn number 4. Dylan Rafferty and the 171 of Danner get together. Problem on the 171 as he goes to the high side of the track. It looks like he's going to have to pull off. He and Dylan in the 46 get together. Probably a flat tire on that car. Meanwhile, Kinderconnect pulling away from the field now. So David Rafferty, the 47 of Ed Griggs, Dylan Rafferty, and Garrett Stoneham, your top 5. Yellow comes out again. Have some problems here in turn 4, and Justin Kinderconnect will lead them down. 5 in, 15 to go. Brings them out of turn number 4. Green flag, pedal down. Here we go. Kinderconnect. Here comes Griggs now to the high side, coming out of turn 2. Then that 47. Dillon in the 46 down low. There's 2 by 2 there for that third spot. Meanwhile, David Rafferty in the 64 just in front of those 2 cars. Good battle for that second, third, and fourth spot. Meanwhile, Garrett Stoneham and Michael Rafferty are going to join them. And now Dillon dumps up to the high side of the track. Let's see what happens here with Dillon now. Not able to do anything down low, so he says, well, I got to go somewhere to make it work. So he tries to go up a little bit higher. But Kinderconnect, still your race leader here on lap number 7, sticking to the low side of the track. So David Rafferty, Dillon Rafferty, so dad and son. Then Griggs in the 47, the 4 of Stoneham, the 41 of Rafferty, Michael Rafferty. Then the 7th place goes to the 98 of Jeff Rafferty, Nathan Wolf. In the 3 car, the 75 of Justin Rafferty, Kyle Guy in that 10th spot. Then 17 back to your leader. On lap 10, halfway, this time halfway for your leaders. Justin Kinderconnect from Salina, Kansas. And here comes Dillon now to the low side of his dad. David, they get side by side coming into 3 and 4. David kind of pinches him off on the low side of the track. Meanwhile, Dillon trying to get around him says, okay, I got to go a little bit higher this time. I'll do that. Right on his tail. Meanwhile, Kinderconnect starting to lengthen out that lead. Now about a half a straightaway lead here on lap 11. As Dillon now decides he's going to need to go a little bit higher. David trying to block him on the low side. So dad and son there for the race for that second spot. And then Ed Griggs, Garrett Stoneham in the top 5. So these top 4 to 5 cars sticking pretty close together. David now side by side with his son again. Dillon tried to get the run on the top side of the track now. Dillon goes all the way up to the top out of turn number 4 now. Still Kinderconnect sticking to the low side of the track right now. Around the hub, as we say, on the 1 and 2 and down here in 3 and 4. Getting down as low as he can. David trying to follow him, David Rafferty, and his son Dillon right behind him about a car length or 2 above. And then the 47, again of Griggs, Stoneham in the 4, the 41 of Michael Rafferty back to your leader coming out of 4. This will be lap number 16 as they go by that time, so just 4 remain. 4 to go here for Kinderconnect. Looking strong here tonight with your mod lights at Central Missouri Speedway, second feature of the night. Just 3 laps to go now. Let's see if he can hang on. David Rafferty, Dillon Rafferty. Dillon still trying to figure a way around his dad. Sticks right on his tail and then jumps up to the high side in 3 and 4. Tries to get a run on that top side. Not able to make it work. Like white flag will come out this next time across as we get into some lap traffic now. We'll kind of keep an eye on that. Tony Kerr. Let's see if that slows down Justin Kinderconnect on this final lap. Downey in the 3X. David Rafferty now. Let's see if he can close the gap a little bit on the final lap as they come into turns 3 and 4. The 1 junior car out of Salina, Kansas. Your winner tonight, Justin Kinderconnect. David Rafferty, Dillon Rafferty, 47 of Griggs, and the 4K of Garrett Stoneham, your top 5. We'll head down to the track and get a word in with your race winner here tonight. Gets the helmet off. Auto House, BSB Manufacturing. EMD wraps as he gets up and out of the car. Justin Kinderconnect, your winner here tonight. All right, Justin. Hey, great job out there tonight. Man, you got up front there and hung on to the low part of that track pretty much in the entire race. But good race here tonight. Looked like you had it stuck and it had a good setup for you tonight.
Yeah, this thing was on rails down there on the bottom. I knew if I didn't slip off the moisture there, I was going to be pretty good. I think it sucks that Dylan had a flat tire there. I think over the race receiver, but I wanted to come here and run against him. You know, you guys, I know most of you don't like him, but he did to a really excellent racer week after week. But hopefully, I've made some new fans here.
Hey, congratulations all the way over from Salina, Kansas. We're glad to have you here tonight. Great run.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you all for coming out. You got a nice place here.
All right, Justin Kinderconnect. Of laps here. I know that we normally go about 15, sometimes 20, but we'll normally settle in on this 15-lap event here tonight. Green flag, here we go. Again, Ebert Stouse, the C3. He's the driver out of Otterville. Of course, Patrick Royalty, the 49-year winner last night at Lakeside Speedway. But right now, it is your leader, the 94 of Ebert. So Ebert, Stouse, Royalty, the 05 of Lyle, got his engine back together this week. Get back out on the track. He got half a lap in last week. Streeter, the 61. Wolfenbarger, the 14. Right now, your leader here on lap number 2, 2 laps in. It is Ebert. So Ebert now starting to pull away a little bit from your field. About a half a straightaway lead now for Jacob Ebert. See the Missouri Mavic symbol up on the nose. As Shannon Bardwell comes to a stop up here, let's see if he can get off the track. As he does pull off the track, let's see if he's able to complete. That may cause a caution, and it does. He's not able to completely get off. Shannon Bardwell, who had a problem in the heat race, put a bunch of oil down on the track, but he does get the feature started at least. So he'll get that start money. Shannon Bardwell, the new driver out of Warrensburg this year. All right, here we go, side by side. We're underway, pedals down, green flag is back in the air. Oh, Callahan gets heavy into the wall in the front stretch. Callahan in the 27. Sparks were a-flying. But your leader with Ebert coming down that front stretch here on lap number 4. Watch now for the 49. Of Royalty, takes it to the top side of the track. Patrick Royalty. As I talked about earlier, he was a winner last night at Lakeside Speedway. But right now, Jacob Ebert holding off Stouse, holding off Royalty, and then the 61 of Streeter, the 05 of Lyle, the 14 of Wolfenbarger. Again, about a half a straightaway lead. Looks like he has a good setup on his car tonight. As Royalty now trying to make something work on the top side of the track. Back to turn 4, we have Callahan and Nolker in the 99. Jake Callahan, who got up into the wall here. 27 goes around in turn number 4. Nolker also joined him as he went down through the infield area. All right, we do have 6 in. Here we go. Green flag back in the air from Herschel Thompson. B-Mods here at Central Missouri Speedway. Let's see if Royalty can get a better run on that top side. But Ebert has the setup tonight. As he comes down on that low side, making it stick. As we say, down on the hub. Nobody else right now able to match that. As he starts to get a little more of a lead, starts to lengthen out that lead a little bit more with Chad Stouse. Watching Stouse, just a little bit of smoke coming off the 2 of the Stouse C3 car. Just noticing a little bit of smoke on there. Meanwhile, up to the top of the track is Royalty. Once again, but right now, Ebert in control. So Ebert, Royalty now up into second, gets by Stouse. This will be halfway, lap number 10 at this time. So a 20-lap feature event here tonight. Halfway, 10 down and 10 to go. for Jacob Ebert now. Let's see if Royalty can close the gap. Right now with about a 1.5 lead. We'll check that time as we go through. Still about 1.6 seconds, so he's hanging on with that lead right now. Lengthening out just a little bit more. Stouse now next to Streeter in the 61 as they almost get together coming out of turn number 4. Good battle for third now with the C3 and the 61. Streeter, Stouse, the 05 of Lyle, and Grindstaff, the 14. Neville's in the 88. Larry Drake, the 27. Baumgartner in the 7 and 27. And Jake Callahan back to your leader. Down the front stretch he goes. Lap number 13 now out of your 20-lap A-Main event, so just 7 to go. Getting it up into lap traffic. First car to go down would be Anderson in the 85. As Ebert just hanging on to that low side. As we like to say, catfishing on the low side. Meanwhile, Royalty now a 1.7 second lead. Let's see once he gets into lap traffic. Let's see if that slows him down any at all. But Drake in the 27, Davis in the 27 car. Anderson now a lap down in that 86. Royalty now tries to close in. Now a 1.5 second lead, so he gained 0.2 on that last lap. Just 5 to go, though. Just 5 to go. Jake Makings now. Davis gets down a lap. That's an IMCA Sport Mod, by the way. Davis out of the Topeka area. Glad to see him racing with us here. It still is Jacob Ebert in control. Now he'll get next to Jake Makings here in the 42. I believe there's 4 to go here. 4 to go. And meantime, Royalty just doing whatever he can to try to close in. Meanwhile, Streeter took that third spot away. 05 of Lyle, Chad Stouse in the C3. There's your race leader coming down that front stretch. White flag will come out this next time across for your leader, Jacob Ebert. Jacob Ebert, if he can hang on, this would be his first feature of the year. Even though he's leading the points right now, Jacob Ebert. So Ebert trying to lengthen out his points lead with Patrick Royalty as he comes into turns 3 and 4. Baumgartner goes around. Let's see if, the caution does come out. Final turn of the final lap. Not what Ebert wanted to see as the 7. Troy. Green flag. Herschel Thompson brings him around. Here we go. Pedals down. Green flag in the air. Let's finish him up. B-Mods, Central Missouri Speedway. If Ebert can hang on, hold off. The 49 of Royalty, the 61 of Streeter, and the 05 now of Lyle. Here comes Ebert. White flag in the air, 1 to go. Jacob Ebert brings him down the back stretch. Final turn into turns 3 and 4. Your winner tonight, it is Jacob Ebert, his first feature win of the year. Royalty, Streeter, Lyle, Chad Stouse, your top 5. Then it's Neville's, Larry Drake, Jake Callahan, Rick Anderson, Skylar Nolker. Davis there in the 27. We'll head down to the track, get a few words in with our first-time feature winner and points leader, Jacob Ebert. Hangs on after that late race caution, holds off Royalty. Also the points lead. Gets the safety equipment off, gets the Hans device, the helmet off. As he gets up and out of the car, your winner tonight, Jacob Ebert! All right, Jacob, come on over, bud. I'm sure you didn't want to see that late race caution right at the end. You were just coming around turn 4 for the checkered flag. That's always a concern, but you were strong here tonight, especially on that low side.
Yeah, that made me worry, man. It's been a year of crazy times, I tell you what. I'm so happy to see how many fans that are here tonight. It is packed in there, and I love it. It's cool. It's been a long time since I've talked to you, Alan, and it's been tough, you know. But everybody that's backing me over there is my my lucky charm over there. But
I always see Uncle Joe over here.
yeah, I know it's. And I love seeing them guys up there. Everybody, I appreciate it so much. I can't thank Buddy and my dad, my wife Jamie, Ellie, my mom Deb, Lavers Bronze, Echo Pest Control, the Kansas City Mavericks. If they ever get to play some hockey, I hope they do. Yeoman Race Engines and Hoffman Race Cars. Man, without them, I wouldn't be here.
All right, congratulations. Your first feature win and also points leader, Jacob Ebert. Schultz right up to the high side of the track. It's Lyle, though, your leader coming out of turn 2. Here comes the bomber out of Sedalia. Terry Schultz up to the top. Oh, Lyle slides all the way up here. Here comes Schultz to the outside. Blackburn down on the low side up into that 4th spot. Right now it is Terry Schultz. So Schultz, Lyle, Willie, the 16 of Blackburn, the 1K of Tim Carrick, the 29 of Elliott behind him, but your race leader, Terry Schultz, on lap number 2. So Schultz, Lyle, Dean, Willie. Schultz up all the way to the top side of the track. Here comes Lyle again, tries to get right up next to him, not able to quite do that time. So Schultz running the top as he does a lot of the time. Terry Schultz is your leader. Gunnar Martin coming from the tail of the field. He's had some issues here lately and working his way up on that top side as well. But right now, Schultz and Lyle, Willie, Blackburn, Carrick, and Mount Air, Iowa, Dennis Elliott. Then it's the 75 of Gunnar Martin. Back to your leaders out of turn number 4. Whoa! Lyle all the way up to that top side of the track. Terry Schultz with that quick time best lap so far. We'll watch Terry Schultz as they come down through turns number 3 and 4. Lyle starts down low, slides it up, but Schultz just hangs on that rim on the top side of the track. Terry Schultz, as we see him a lot at Central Missouri Speedway with these mighty modifieds, runs up top. Back through the field, though. Let's watch the 1K of Carrick now in the Vanderbilt chassis. Try to get around the 16 of Blackburn now. There's your race as they come through that front stretch. Carrick in the 1K, Blackburn on that top side now. Carrick gets by him. Oh, Blackburn trying to come back. Back to your leaders, though, in turn number 4. Terry Schultz still the leader. So Schultz, Lyle, still Dean, Willie, but now the 1K of Carrick now will take that 4th spot away. So Carrick, Blackburn, Dennis Elliott in the 29, 75 of Gunnar Martin. Back to your leaders again. Good battle back up there on the track. Meanwhile, Schultz and Lyle get all the way up, almost up into the wall, watching those cars each time they come back. And there's the race right there with Carrick and Blackburn, and now Lyle comes up to the top side of the track here in turns 3 and 4, tries to slide up against him. Schultz up to the top side. Schultz still your leader. So Schultz likes to fly and rip the top of this track. He's doing it here tonight after that Sprint Power Eye wingless feature event. That really slicked off the track with Schultz as your leader. Still hanging up top. Lyle trying to figure a way around him. Goes up about 3/4 of the way that time. Meanwhile, back in the field, the 1K of Carrick gets by Blackburn in the 16. He's up to 3rd now, but here is the halfway this time. Halfway this time was still Schultz, Lyle, Willie, Carrick, Blackburn, Dennis Elliott, Gunnar Martin, Cameron Grindstaff, Rod Cordon, Ed Griggs, and then we go back to your leaders coming out of 4 again. Schultz, now Dean, Willie, putting a little pressure on Lyle in the 33. Terry Schultz, here comes Willie now to the top side, ducks in down low now. He is your current points leader with the modifieds here at Central Missouri Speedway. Again, we have our street stock special next weekend, but right now with Schultz. Lyle's going to try to join him up at the top side of the track. Meanwhile, Dean Willie gets something down low, trying to find some grip down there. Dean Willie, he makes that move to 2nd now. Dean gets by Lyle in the 33, still Terry Schultz as your leader. 15 laps in, 20 out of 25, so just 10 to go with Schultz, Willie, Lyle. Here comes Dean Willie. Dean Willie, quick time that time, 16.284. He was your quick time on the track that time. So he is closing in on your leader as we'll get up into lap traffic. Jimmy Dean Eaton in the Jimmy Dow 88. That is Jimmy Dow's car, but Jimmy Dean Eaton racing that tonight. Tanner's in the 7 right in front of them. Then Ed Griggs in the 31. But now let's see if Schultz can work his way through this lap traffic now. Eaton in that 88, now Willie now trying to decide which way do I go. Do I come down low? Do I come down high? As Schultz carefully works his way through the traffic here out of turn number 2. Dean Willie, the same deal there. He's going to split Tanner. Now go to the low side. Here comes Dean Willie in the 68. Schultz, meanwhile, in behind Griggs. Schultz says, I'm going to go low, get by him. He slides up on the track as well as Willie in the 68. Willie, though, closing in on him. 0.3 of a second lead right now for Dean Willie. For Schultz, Dean Willie just behind him. 5 to go this time. Dean Willie finding something down there on the low side of the track, side by side, out of turn number 2 with Schultz. So Schultz and Willie, your top 2. Then it's the 33 of Lyle, the 1K of Carrick. Schultz still your leader. 4 to go. Can Willie close in on him? Schultz sticking to the top side of the track. Meanwhile, your other top driver stuck in that lap traffic, Dean Willie, trying to get the advantage this time. Dean Willie, your leader. With just 3 to go, the 68 of Dean Willie. Schultz still up on the top side. Let's see if he changes his line this time. Schultz goes up there as well. Dean Willie now, let's see if he slides up again. Here comes Schultz on the outside. Oh, it's close. It's still Dean Willie as your leader, though. White flag will come out this next time across. Dean Willie, Terry Schultz. Rod Cordon will be right in front of him as the white flag comes out. Dean Willie still up in front. It's going to be a close finish. Let's see if this lap traffic comes into play as Dean now tries to slide up in front of Schultz on the back stretch. Dean Willie in the 68. Schultz might get hung up here on this last lap as he comes around the third. He does. It's Dean Willie, Terry Schultz. The 1K of Tim Carrick, the 16 of Blackburn. Chad Lyle, the 33. Dennis Elliott, the 29. The 75 of Martin Grindstaff. Rod Cordon, the 17, Jimmy Dean Eaton, Ed Griggs, and Anthony Tanner. So Dean Willie in the 68 takes the feature. Next week, getting up and out of the car, it's Dean Willie. Gator Graphics, that's his business. Dairy Queen, Swishers on the car. Let's get a few words in with Dean Willie as Terry ended up staying up on the top side of that track. Dean, I was watching you. You were closing slowly but surely. You guys got into lap traffic, got through that successfully. And just as you came up at the end there, you get by Terry and hung on. That was an interesting race, but you just hung on your line as Terry did on the top.
Yeah, the car kept getting better the longer the race went, which it's been doing week after week after week. We started 7th row last week, and Fuquay blocked us the last lap, or we'd have had that one. But this one, Terry, he drove us clean. We drove him clean. Might have squeezed him a little at the end, but he'd have done the same to me.
I know you have a lot of stuff on your car here, including your business, Gator Graphics.
I do. Swishers here in Warrensburg. We got that Landmaster, Landstar. They sponsor that to us. And we got Dairy Queen Grill and Chill. And, of course, my own Gator Graphics. And a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. I'd like to thank Sean, my wife, for helping out. We got another newbie here in the pits tonight. So it's been a good night.
All right, congratulations. Current points leader, feature winner tonight, Dean Willie. Again, race fans, we ask that you be careful heading on home tonight. Glad that you could be with us here tonight at Central Missouri Speedway. On behalf of Earl and Susan Walls, the entire staff here, we're glad that you could come out and enjoy some racing on a Saturday night. Be careful on your way home. God's blessings to you, and we'll see you next week.